All right, shalom, shalom. This your brother Rayat call from the GMS Cleveland branch. Come back at you with another quick lesson to the power spirit of the Most High, Yahweh Bahashem Shine. Here I am again, being unsaved, doing lessons on the freeway. But, hey, it is what it is, man. I gotta get the work done. But before I get into this lesson, I give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakam Badash. I'm going to give double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone that rule and teach well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect, the occupants out there preaching this truth in all truth and all sincerity. Sincerely teaching the word, man. Rightfully dividing the word of truth. And to the few sisters that tune in and listen, to y'all, I'm going to say shalom. Also to the Israelite foreigners. The ones of you whose bloodline goes back to Abraham, back to Isaac, and back to Jacob, because you can receive the truth. It don't matter what you look like, because it's a spiritual thing, man. You got a spiritual connection with this word. So I'm on the freeway, so I might not pull get the precepts, but this is Philippians chapter 2, verse 12. It say, wherefore, my beloved, who is the beloved of the Most High? Go to Baruch chapter 3 and verse 36. It's Israel. It says, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, because can't nobody do this thing for you. You don't get saved off of the next person works. Apostle Aramla can't say, well, Apostle Hart did this, so I should be good. No, you work at your own salvation with fear and trembling. And we learn that from the heads on down. That's why every single member of GMS got their own plateau. But we all teach the same thing. It's not like you can ask him something and come and ask me something, you'll get the same answer. But we all working out our own salvation with fear and trembling, man. Because we heard this thing and it put fear in you somewhere. Fear is a great motivator. That's why through the fear of the Most High, we persuade man. Once you heard that America was going to be destroyed by fire, if that didn't put fear in you, like what can I do to be rescued or saved or delivered out of that? That's it. It's the only thing. First of all, it got to be predestined. Because you can do this, but if it ain't meant for you to have salvation, it's not meant. But like the book of Hebrews, chapter 6, verse 10 say, the Most High is not go forget your labor of love, man. So nothing that you do goes in vain unless you don't stick to it, though. This is the book of James, chapter 2, and I'm going to start at 18. It say, yeah, a man say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show you my faith by my works. Right. You got people that say, oh, I believe, but what is you doing to show that you believe? We always use this as an example, what the hell with the nigga woman though. But let's just say you digging the chick, you digging the female, and you keep trying to, oh, I like you, but you kicking her ass, you ignoring her calls, you ain't showing her no attention. You feel me? You can't lip service Yahweh Shai. He ain't the nigga woman. He ain't going for that. He say this, verse 19. Verse 19. Thou believest that there is one God, thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble. The next verse. But without know, O man, thou faith without works is dead. So you could talk all that you want to about faith, but without that works to back up that faith, it's dead. It's nothing. It's lip service to Yahweh Shai. Same way, if your woman telling you, oh, I love you this, I love you that, but she don't do nothing that you ask her to do. You say, hey, babe, why don't you make sure the dishes is clean and make sure the clothes is folded up by the time I get off. And then when you get off and you get home, the dishes ain't done, the clothes ain't folded, and she out in the ball. So be like, man, the hell with this woman. And that's the way that the Most High feel about 2/3 of our people. It's just the hell with them, man. It's just the hell with them. Man, I want to try to put this precept with all these cards. Put it up in the middle, so I'm just waiting. Shalom to the brother. Tuning in, though. Shalom. On my way to work, but you know we gotta do the work, though. The work comes first. I want to do the work for the Lord and the work for Esau any day. Because what Esau got for you can't compare to what the Most High got for you, man. Simple as that. I'm gonna switch it up and grab this other precept. I just thought of, I think, 2nd Ezra 7. I think 2nd Ezra 7. No, it's 9 and 7. 2nd Ezra 9 and 7. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 7. It says, and everyone that shall be saved, because that's what everybody wants. Salvation. Everybody wants salvation if they know how to get it or not. Christians always talk about they already saved. So you know they want salvation, but they don't know the proper way to obtain it. It says, everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape. Escape what? Jacob's trouble. To endure to the end. To escape famine. To escape pestilence. But ultimately, to escape them missiles, man. The Most High gonna shoot 200,000 missiles on Babylon the Great and leave her desolate. Anybody that's on the shores of Babylon the Great will be burnt up. Yahweh Shah say he go melt them, man. 2nd Ezra 9 and 7. If you don't want to be melted, this is what you got to do. It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 7. It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works. His faith without works is dead. I just read that. By his works. And by faith. His faith without works is dead. The same way works without faith is dead. Man, they go hand in hand. Like, I agree. It says, pull up a real quick slide here. When they closer to the job, and when I got the freeway, it's gonna be busy there. Okay, slide this out the way real quick. Okay, this 2nd Ezra 9 and 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said of perils, from the bad times that's coming, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders. For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. So the elect been sanctified and put to the side before the foundations of the earth. Then shall they be a pitiful case, who, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them off despitefully shall dwell in torments. For such in their life have received benefits and have not known me. And that's most of our people. The Most High feeds you, clothe you, make sure you cool. You feel me? He put the angels over us to protect us in the watches. Even 2/3 got angels on them, man. It says, for and such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. And they that have loathed my law, while they yet had liberty, and when the place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised. And we know what the book of Proverbs 13 and 13 say, they that despise the word shall be destroyed. It says, the same must know it after death by pain. After death by pain, man. So the only way to get right for 2/3 of our people is death. Simple as that. Because after the judgment, hey, they will live again. They will come back in the kingdom in a right mind, in a right state. But our people don't believe shit stink. They don't believe water is. So that was just something quick through the spirit, man, to get my spirit going and to feed the flock, man, and to do the work, man. I believe, so therefore I speak. Shalom.